Hello and welcome to our first video on the analyst. Today we are going to talk about the role of the modern centre-back and how David Alaba is the perfect example. With the emergence of Alphonso Davies, Alaba has moved into a central role. Firstly, let's take a look at covering the wide areas in defence. Fullbacks are becoming increasingly more attacking and a big threat going forward. This leaves a big space for the centre-back to cover. With teams also pressing higher up the pitch, the fullback will often leave the defensive line to support the press, leaving the centre-back to cover this space. We often see centre-backs not accustomed to covering these wider areas getting beaten by skill or pace. Otamendi or Luiz spring to mind. Alaba has the pace and ability to defend these situations and often looks to hold the forward up, buying time for Davies to get back with his pace. The modern centre-back is tasked with starting the offensive phase of play. With team becoming much more aggressive in their pressing, it has become crucial for centre-backs to be able to play under pressure and make the correct decision when deciding their next move. Alaba's experience in midfield and as a full-back gives him the ability on the ball that many centre-backs don't possess. We have looked at a few passing stats for some of the top centre-backs this season. Alaba ranks top of these in passes per 90, forward passes per 90 and progressive passes per 90. There is nothing more frustrating for a midfield or a centre-forward, or a fan for that matter, that makes a great run or find a pocket of space for the centre-back to pass laterally to another defender. Possession is great, but it has to be with purpose. That purpose being to score goals. Pressing for a full 90 minutes just isn't possible. So teams will fall back into their shape, creating a block, often a mid or low block, leaving the centre-backs with a 2 versus 1 overload against the forward. This can give the centre-back more time on the ball to pick good forward passes. Most centre-backs would take the easy pass out to the full-back or nearest midfielder, making the opposition defensive job a lot easier. Alaba has the vision and the ability to decide when to play these easier options and when to take on a harder pass but better attacking option for the team. When teams do decide to drop into a low block, it can leave a lot of space in front of the centre-backs, especially if the opposition winger has dropped back with the attacking full-back. The modern centre-back is often tasked with bringing the ball forward into these spaces, often taking the ball past the first line of defense and engaging the second line of defense. This is important as it can move the opposition from their structure, opening up a passing line. It is important to carry the ball forward, but on the right occasions. Some teams may look to set pressing traps by offering a space before pressing from different angles. It is often on the switch of play or when the ball is moved across the back line that the space is available to carry the ball forward, as the opposition have been dragged across to the other side of the pitch, leaving space. Alaba and Davies have created a brilliant partnership at Bayern Munich. Davies' attacking play is complemented by Alaba's ability to cover the wide spaces left. Alaba is able to use the time and space provided by Davies' attacking position to make forward passes or carry the ball forward himself. Alaba's contract is set to expire at the end of next season. If Hernandez comes good at Bayern, it could result in Alaba moving. Could we see Alaba playing in the Premier League? Teams like Tottenham or Arsenal would be a perfect fit for Alaba. Could you imagine Alderweireld's and Alaba's passing from the back? Could Alaba release Sessegnon to play as an attacking fullback like Davies has for Bayern? With Arsenal's style of play, putting him alongside Saliba would provide a much-needed upgrade. Hope you enjoyed. More videos to come soon.